Alright, welcome, Simon here. In this video, I'll be taking apart on an HP all-in-one desktop. First of all, let's identify the model. If you take a look at the bottom of your desktop here, you should be able to see it says HP all-in-one 24 CR0014. Alright, let's get right into it. So if you're planning to upgrade or remove the hard drive or get the data, this video is going to walk you through from start to finish. Now, the first thing first is to remove the white bezel right here at the very bottom. You can use your finger to go ahead and pry it open. And it may sound like horrible because it sounds like cracking sound, but that is normal. So I'm going to do that here. And you can hear that the clipper is just kind of clipping off and give you that sound, which is normal. Nothing's going to break if you do it correctly. All right, the next step is to go ahead and remove the screws. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to remove. You can get a regular Phillips screwdriver. Sorry about the screws. It is not magnetic. It does not remove the screw. So let me go ahead and get all of these out. All right, so once you remove all the screws, the next step is to remove the screen. You want to be very careful with the screen and do not crack it. My best suggestions to you is to try to work your way around it gently. I'll start off from the bottom right corner and work around the bottom left corner. I'll be using a metal prying tool with a plastic prying tool here. These two prying tool would kind of give me a leverage to pry it open. And again, there's no adhesive around the screen. It's all of the a clipper that clips onto it. So you're gonna hear all this cracking sound, which is normal. Okay, at this point here, you do not want to take all the way up because there are cables still attached to the screen. What you want to do is be very careful, lift it up at 45-degree angle. Let's see if I can show it to you here. All right, and get it off in a way. Okay, let's see. I am trying to show it to you so you can see that there are cables still attached to it. Here you want to flip that little white clipper. That little white clipper right here is to hold up the LCD screen. Once you flip that clipper, you can slide that flex cable away from you. There's another cable right here, so slide it down towards the body and that cable come right off. And there's one white cable connector here, slide it down, and now you can remove the entire screen. All right, just like that. Let me show it to you, the two cables they're going to remove from the motherboard, and this flex cable here has to be disconnected. All right, let's lift the screen here on the side. And let's take a look at the internal part of the desktop. That is your M.2 SSD drive. To remove it, just unscrew. And you do not want to lift up that M.2 immediately because the M.2 have the thermal pad that is kind of very sticky at the bottom. You see how I gently put a pressure and let it separate on its own and slide it out because this thing is sticky. As you can see, the thermal pad is right here. So the thing is in a point that it stick onto the M.2. If you quickly lift it up, you might actually break it, and you do not want that to happen. You do not want this to be broken, right? If you break this, then you lost your data. So that is the only M.2 slot is available. You can change it up to a larger M.2 drive if you want. I'll introduce you to the USB M.2 NVMe adapter. So for example, if the computer is dead, right? If the motherboard is shorted out and you want to recover the data, all you have to do is buy one of these, which is the M.2 USB adapter, and remove your hard drive, slide it in, just like such, put the screw on, and you can plug this thing into a different computer and you can recover your data just like a USB thumb drive. So if you're interested, please check the link down description below where you can buy from either Amazon or eBay of this USB adapter. All right, so once that is done, I just wanted to show it to you. The motherboard is very straightforward. It's a tiny motherboard. There's no exhaust fan. You can see that the computer doesn't come with a fan, so it can be very quiet, but at the same time, the heat may be the factor that, kills the desktop. To remove the RAM, all you have to do is push the 2-liter clipper and slide it out at 45-degree angle. This is a 8 gigabytes DDR4 RAM. If you're interested, you can upgrade to 16. There's only one RAM slot. I wish they have 2 RAM slots, but there's only one. And to install, slide it in at 45-degree angle and push it down. The clipper would clip right back on to secure the RAM. All right, that's pretty much it. If you want to apply a thermal paste, you can remove the 3 screws, remove that copper heat sink, and apply a thermal paste on it. But other than that, the computer is very basic, very straightforward. Does not have a CPU fan for you. So again, the heat may have been a big factor right here because the monitor is right behind of the computer. All right, so the next step, let me go ahead and install back everything. Hopefully you guys get to see it as well. So I like to slide it in on the very top first. So slide everything in. Make sure that that the screen is in. Okay, I can feel that the thing is clipped on. Next step is to slide a flex cable. I know it's kind of hard. I know you guys can't see it, but just slide it in. And make sure you push the white clipper to clip it back down. Okay, once it's in, remember the 2 connectors that we push it out, we have to install them also. The one on the top is go in first. Slide it in, come on. And then the bottom one is much thicker connector, the fatter connector. Let's just slide it in. Okay, once it's in, I will be pressing it down. Recheck the top part here. You're gonna hear all the clicking sound, which is normal because they're all clipped onto it. And when you press, try not to push pressure on one side, and you just want to kind of give it an even press together and have all the screws back on. That should be it. I just hyped myself earlier because I do not want you to miss out all the pressing part of the screen. But right now it's just pretty straightforward. All you have to do is put the screw back on. There are 6 screws in total. Okay, that should be it. And the plastic cover, just snip it back on. All right, there you have it. Hope this video is helpful. If you find this video is helpful, please go ahead and smash the like button. And if you have any question, please comment down below. I will read your comment. You might want to come and repress, make sure that all the side is flat. So I noticed that the screen here on the side is not flat, especially like on the side here, it's not flat. You just, all you have to do is just press it in. Have that little clipper to clip it back on, and the top here as well. So share and like, and also if you feel generous enough and appreciate my video and my content, please click on YouTube Super Thanks, which allow you to share your gratitude. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.